Beautiful.
Mute.
Beautiful.
Yep, it
Beautiful.
makes sense. But
Beautiful.
I need to ask one. I
I
need.
didn't forget about you. I just saw you walk in. You been
I
MIA,
know
bro.
I've been. I was really on the business phone call, but when I need to ask one question.
What's up?
If so, once you get through with all this credit report, sending your letters, getting your credit score together, and everything looking good. So that's when you have to go to the. That's when you go to the business and try to get a business loan, right?
When you get the steps is again, the steps are when you go get your credit, when you get done getting your credit together, that's when you want to start getting, depending on your business. Okay. So what step you go with in business depends on your revenue or how long your business has been intact or whatever. If you have 2 years of tax return, then you can just do what Ali just said. We can start focusing on your business, getting you EIN, start working on building that up. If we can do that. If you have not been in business for 2 years, then we need to, once your credit is done, once your personal credit is done, now we need to start focusing on making sure it's fundable and then going and get business funding. I say corporate credit because a lot of people say business credit. I want to go work on my business credit. I want to go get business funding, business credit funding. No, you want to go get corporate credit. You want to work on your corporate credit or your personal credit. Which one? So you are going to be, once you get your personal credit together, you are going to be in the phase of you need to go get personal funding by, I'm not personal funding, but business funding by PG in it.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Like if you done with your personal credit, suppose you don't want no business, no business.
So so the when I tell you to go get, leave your personal credit alone. All right. Once we get your personal credit report where it needs to be, leave it alone. Why? If we go get you personal credit cards, if you go max them bad boys out, once you start using those your personal credit card, your utilization is gonna start going up and up and up, and now it's gonna drop your score down. But if we go get you business funding through your business, I mean, leveraging your personal credit report, as I mean, obviously. But when we go get you business funding, you can max those credit cards out, and it's not going to hurt your personal score because it's hooked up to your business.
Okay. Now, if you want to use your personal credit to buy a house, suppose that you want to just do all this just to buy you a house.
Now you can do that. You can go do, like, if you want to go get a house, you can do like those FHA. All you need like a 680 to go get a house. I mean,
Not
to get
even.
approved.
Not even.
Not
Not
even,
even.
not even, not even. You
Not
don't need
even.
even 680.
I
The
so I
620.
I was talking to the mortgage broker, and the mortgage broker told me they have mortgages now they can lend up to 580. Okay, but your rate is going to
Interest
be
on that.
absolute. Your no, with not even the interest. It's the down payment.
But yes, yeah, yeah. The amount.
Your risk assessment is going to be through the roof. Now, your higher your credit score, the less your down payment has to be, but unless
Mm-hmm.
your PMI has got to be as well. So just to give you guys an idea, so say you're fixing your credit, what do you want your credit score to be to have no PMI? Well, not have no PMI, have a low interest rate and a good PMI. You want everything to be in or around excuse me, in or around 680 to 720. Now, I tell everybody here, if you're not striving for a 720, you're not good. You're not good. 720 should be your goal. Because no matter what, as soon as you hit 720, you are never going back down ever again. Because you're going to realize how good life is when you have that 720 credit score. That 720 credit score changes life instantly. It changes life instantly because you start getting approved for things that you didn't know you could get approved for.
Okay.
That's what it is. It's not about the house, it's the interest rate that comes with the house. So instead of getting an 8% interest rate, you're getting a 7. Okay? The car, oh my god, this always gets me. The difference between the 600 credit score and a 750 credit score on an interest rate on a car, the interest rate on a 600 credit score is 18% on the
Yeah, I
same
know that.
loan. On the same loan, the car interest rate for some person with 750 is 8%. That's it. I'm talking today's day and age time. I'm not talking age. I'm talking today.
Yeah,
I'm
today.
talking
Yeah.
right now.
Yeah.
18% on bad interest. But what do? You get your ass together. You get your shit in gear. and you start rocking and rolling. You don't wait. You don't wait, because here, I'd rather take an 18% interest loan, right? I'm telling everybody here, I'd rather take an 18% interest loan, rock out, go fix my credit, then go refinance that same loan and see exactly how much I was paying. I just did it. I just did it with my wife's car. We were paying, and not that we had bad credit, I just bought it in a bad time. I just refinanced her car from $1,500 a month to $1,000 a month payment, saving $500 a month by just refinancing the car. And I put it out of our personal name and into the business. So now,
Yeah, I did mine like that too.
now I'm not even paying anymore. Now I'm not even going crazy anymore. Now I'm doing what we need to do in the business, and everything's in the business. So
But my
here's the
car
thing.
paid for, so I don't have to worry about that.
There you go, girl. Ain't nothing to worry about. But you always, you just have to be smart about everything you do. You know, you could put your house in your name, in the business name too.
Yeah, I know that.
You don't have to put it in your name, but then it goes based upon the tax return, not the tax return. It's based upon the bank statements that you get, and they take 12 months of bank statements. They take 12 months of bank statements.
So is rent to own a home is it's a bad thing to do, like rent to own.
No, renting to own. So you're pay. So what you're paying to rent, you're paying a mortgage payment. Okay, think about that. You're paying a mortgage payment, but your mortgage payment has an end to it. But here's the problem. Let me ask you a question. All the money that you pay, when does the title and the deed get transferred into your name? After so if you make 10 years worth of payments, when does that deed get transferred into your name, so where you can pull that mortgage or the home into your name until the deed is done? Is there a half? There's got to be some place where that thing that shows that you're trying to own it, because hey, if you don't pay a thing tomorrow, if you don't miss a payment tomorrow, right? What makes you think that the landlord might not be able to take it?
Yeah, that's true.
I'm just being real. I'm just being real. We got to use common sense when we're in and doing these deals over here. Rent to own is beautiful if you got the right bases to build yourself up. After 10 years of making payments, you will become a co-signer on the deed of the house, which means now you and I technically own the house, and I cannot go back on this deal because you've paid 10 years worth of equity. Make sure you have that in paper. If you don't have that in paper, pack your shit up and get out of that house, because you ain't owning nothing. They're waiting for you to mess up, so you can't own the house. That's the game.
Okay.
So be careful with everything that you're doing. Scott, I'll be honest with you. We're coming to the end of this class today. I would be straight with you. Just watch the video. There's a lot that we went over. We went over a lot. Ralph, what's up, baby?
You already know. I've been quiet in the background listening.
I know.
So I got a question about the breakdown y'all did for the how you set up your business. So when let's say right now I'll use me for example. This lady want to partner with me and then create a DBA in Alabama. So we have a new LLC in Alabama, and her LLC already has been for a year or so. Is there a way? Is there a way to start doing the same thing that you were just discussing with that LLC that already is formed, or do you got to
What,
start from zero?
building the business credit?
Yes.
Building a business credit. So so building the business credit could start. You could get the jumps that we spoke about, like getting the credit cards or getting a trade line that V told you. You can get the jumps. Those are the skip the line stuff that
Yeah,
we
she
did.
already have a lot of those things.
Yeah, but here's the thing: if the newer one, you're gonna have to start from scratch, but you can add those skip the line stuff. But the older one should have that stuff in place because just going and getting a credit card gets you. My wife's got a perfect business credit score, right? She
Mm-hmm.
doesn't have any. She only has one business credit card, the Chase Inn card. That's it. She's got nothing else. She got a perfect business credit score because she made her payments on time every single month. That's all you need to get it rocking. So to answer your question, okay? To answer your question, is it better to use the old one? Absolutely. Always better to use the old one because it has age. If you had to create a new one, do you have to start over from scratch? Yes, you do. But is it bad? No. It's buildable. But now you have the hacks that you need that'll get you to push that bar quicker. To get to the loan and the line of credit still requires 2 years. That is a non-negotiable with the banks getting a line of credit. They require that you're 2 years of business and have your bank statements. No, not bank statements, you have your tax returns. Okay? If you don't have at least 2 years of business with tax returns, you're not going to get that line of credit. But when you have that, you'll get what you need.
Gotcha. All right. Yeah, that sounds good. So, I have a lady that's looking for business funding. Well, not business funding, construction loan, or some funding because we're gonna buy some land and stuff. Are you or Dan the right guy to work on that with, or because I'm not pretty good at that? She did come to me and ask me, so I wanted to see if any of you guys.
Go to my partner Dre. My partner Dre will handle. We'll
Dre,
figure.
that's what I mean.
Yeah, Dre will handle anything that goes over there. At the end of the day, like I told, so Lou is in here. Lou's did some, wants to get in funding with us. A lot of people over here. We're able to help you fund your files. I want everybody to know. We're telling you to open up funding companies, but if you guys got a client that's ready to go right now, we'll do a split with you. Like we'll take a split. You just got to do the work. We'll tell you what to do, but you got to put in the footwork, and we'll do the funding for you. Okay, until the software launches. When the software launches, that's a different story. That'll have most of the stuff ready to rock and roll.
I'll message you. Are you on the Discord group as well, Dre?
Yeah, he's Dre the Dimer.
All
Dre
right,
the Dimer.
I'll message you and then we'll get some things started.
For sure. But make sure that you know what a fundable. I went over what a fundable report looks like. So let's not.
So I know what a fundable report looks like, but she just asked me just today, so I haven't run any of her information. I do not have any of these things at all.
Okay. All right.
This is just preliminary.
Gotcha.
Ralph, I know you have access to the funding software. Your username and password are still the same. Log in and go use the funding software, and the funding software will let you know if she's fundable in 20 seconds.
Okay, got it.
All right.
Great question, brother.
Scott, I know you were trying to talk at the same time as Ralph. I apologize. You can come off mute, buddy.
Any question you got, brother?
I could probably get me a little trailer.
Oh, I'm good. Like I said, I'll just look at the video a little bit later on or whatever. I was just gonna go ahead and stick around and get what I can get for right now as well.
For sure.
No problem. No problem. We're usually at the end we're wrapping up, but here's the thing, guys. The end is your questions. The end is anything you want to know. The end is anything that you want to know about, business, about credit, about funding, about starting a business, about all that stuff. This is your time to ask us these questions.